The box, I had almost forgotten to say, was fastened by a very intricate knot of gold cord. There appeared to be no end to this knot and no beginning. Never was a knot so cunningly twisted, and yet, by the very difficulty that there was in it, Pandora was the more tempted to examine the knot and just see how it was made. I really believe, said she to herself, that I began to see how it was done. Maybe, perhaps I could tie it up again after undoing it. Oh, there would be no harm in that, surely. I need not open the box, and should not, of course, even if the knot were untied. Do you think that you should be less curious than Pandora? If you were left alone with the box, might you not feel a little tempted to lift the lid? Oh, but you would not do it. Oh, fine. No. But Pandora was convinced there was something very beautiful and valuable inside the box. She was more than half determined to open it if she could. Ah, naughty Pandora. First, however, she tried to lift it. It was heavy. She almost fancied that she heard something stir inside the box. Positively, there did seem to be a kind of stifled murmur within. Or was it merely the singing in Pandora's ears? Or could it be the beating of her heart? The child could not tell whether she heard anything or no, but at all events, her curiosity was stronger than ever. As she drew back her head, her eyes fell on the knot of gold cord. So, she took the golden knot in her fingers and, happening to glance at the face on the lid, seemed to perceive it slyly grinning at her. That face looks very mischievous, thought Pandora. I wonder whether it smiles because I am doing wrong. But just then, by the merest accident, she gave the knot a kind of twist, which produced a wonderful result. The golden cord untwined itself as if by magic and left the box without a fastening. What? Pandora, heeding nothing of this, lifted the lid nearly upright and looked inside. It seemed as if a sudden swarm of winged creatures brushed past her, taking flight out of the box. Pandora let fall the lid and started up, looking about her. The thundercloud had so completely darkened the room that she could not very clearly discern what was in it, but she heard a disagreeable buzzing. As her eyes grew accustomed to the imperfect light, she saw a crowd of ugly little shapes with bats' wings, looking abominably spiteful and armed with terribly long stings in their tails. That they were the whole family of earthly troubles. There were evil passions. There were diseases and that